Hello, and welcome to another video. I'm Lorelle, and in this video we're going to talk about manifestation and how to use acceptance to manifest faster. So, when you look at certain things, right? When you look at your life, when you're on this manifestation path, sometimes you have experiences coming, you have things happening that you don't really like and that you have a lot of resistance to. And this is quite natural because we don't only manifest with our conscious mind, we manifest with our subconscious mind and with our beliefs, with our traumas as well. And this is why sometimes things pop up that we don't really like. In these situations, we tend to go into a lot of resistance to what we have manifested. We tend to say this is wrong, this is bad, this is not supposed to happen. And this makes it very difficult for us to change certain situations. Because the truth is that as soon as we resist something, we are actually in resistance to creation, in resistance to ourselves, and in resistance to life. Because resistance is not normal and it's not natural for us humans. We have the capacity to be in resistance, but it's not how it should be. On the other hand, if we have no resistance, we are in a state of acceptance and of allowance, we are able to use contrast of certain manifested things to step up and to manifest something else. We see something that we don't like, and then we create something that we like. Then we see something that we don't like again, then create something that we don't like. A lot of the time, we make the mistakes to get stuck with our focus on the things that we don't like. We're like, this is wrong, this is not how it should be. And then we don't actually see of what is on the other side. And this is where the power of acceptance comes in. What we have to understand before we look into acceptance is that manifestation happens with emotions. It happens with very strong positive emotions and with very strong negative emotions. Resistance is a very strong negative emotion. So as soon as you, and as we know from the law of attraction and manifestation, as soon as you put your focus and energy into something, it persists and you create more of that. So if you put very strong positive emotions into it, you create more. But if you put very strong negative emotions, such as resistance, into something, you create more of it. And this is why it's really important to start with acceptance, because acceptance is a neutral emotion. It's not very good, it's not very bad. It's like, okay, neutral, and it's a space from which we can create further without creating more contradiction. So acceptance is a state of being okay with everything that is happening. Acceptance is a state of surrendering to life, surrendering to the flow of life, and just letting things happen, letting emotions pass through your system, letting creations come and go, and being a conscious creator. That is acceptance. So let's look into how you can use acceptance to manifest. The very first step is that we have to understand that everything is our creation. Whether it is subconscious or it's a conscious creation, everything is our creation, and we have to own everything we see. We have to start taking 100% responsibility for our lives. With the most difficult parts, with the most easy parts, we have to do that. We have to say, okay, I take 100% responsibility for it. Because as soon as you take responsibility, you then have the power to accept. But you cannot accept without taking responsibility for something. So first, this is your creation. You did it. Not to blame you because things are happening subconsciously. Totally fine. But this is the first step towards acceptance. The second step is to ask yourself, how is this serving me? How is this experience, how is this creation serving me? And then to really think about how it helps you in your life, how it makes you stronger, how it gives you the contrast for something else. And the point that I would love to mention is that every time we have resistance, it's actually a time to celebrate. Resistance to something, because it's actually a time to celebrate, because it means that the law of attraction is working. As soon as you have resistance, you know, okay, I created this, and this is not what I want, but I know that I created it. So this is the first step towards acceptance. The second step towards acceptance is saying, okay, perfect, I created this, and now, how's this serving me? It's awesome that the law of attraction is working, because how this is serving me in any ways. At least it's showing me a contrast of what I actually want. At least it's showing me something that I don't want, and I can choose of what I do want and put my focus in there. Step 3 is understanding that reality can change fast, like super fast. If you resolve certain things, if you resolve certain wounds, beliefs, or traumas, reality changes like this. So what you see in your reality, what you maybe created subconsciously that you have resistance to, is pointing you towards a belief, towards a trauma that you have inside. And this is an amazing opportunity to change your reality quickly, like overnight. Because without this contrast, without this pain in your reality, you would never look inside, and you would have a hard time manifesting whatever you want. So use this perfect opportunity to go inside, resolve your belief, resolve your subconscious trauma, to then have this of a change and move on. And the 4th step is, when you did all of this for acceptance, the 4th step is to then create baby steps out of your resistance. So then thinking thoughts, focusing on what you actually want when you resolved what you don't want. So you have to resolve the trauma, the belief, whatever caused that bad manifestation that you have resistance to. You resolve that, and then you can step up and focus on something that you do want to create. You then use the contrast and focus on what you actually want to create. And this is by taking baby steps, by visualizing things, by focusing positively, by journaling about the things that you want. But always checking in with yourself that you're not going into resistance again. So you have to really take care to resolve it quickly and in the best way possible, to then move up. And this is how we can use acceptance to manifest fast. Because resistance is always showing us what is blocking us big time. And we can remove this block, because what we naturally do, we are already all moving towards our manifestation, but sometimes there's like a block. So resistance is showing us that, I can't go further. So we remove that block, and then we fast line up with the manifestation. And this is how acceptance can help us, because when we're here, we accept that this is here. We accept that there is a block. And we then work on this block, instead of saying, no, this block is not there. Let me try to get over it. Let me try to work around it. No, you say, okay, this is here. What can I do? So this is the power of acceptance. And I really, really hope you like this video, because it's one of a super easy and key and powerful technique to just start with accepting everything. No resistance. Just say, okay, I surrender. I let go of control. This is my creation. What next? And then to look for the positive in the things that you actually don't like, because then you're stepping up your manifestation again. So yeah, hope you like this video. Share it, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love.